Hello there. Feel like I just woke up. How's everybody doing? I'm here. You're there. Minamata is also here. Pretty exciting. I'm almost done with the video. Right after this live stream, I should have the video about all the theaters and the link so you can get your tickets if you haven't, and if you can. Some states here in the United States is not showing the movie, like Montana, North and South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota. I could say Florida is, New York is, California is. So that's a couple of good things. But in some areas, nope, nope. Again, my stupid phone just keeps falling down. I'm gonna have to set this up. Hold on. My phone keeps falling down, so sorry about that. I forgot my glasses too. So I'll do a roll call because Maya isn't here. She's at school. So let me say hi to everybody. The first person I see is Astrid. Hello, Astrid. How are you? Look at my hair so messed up. What the hell? Hello, Jenny. What's going on? Ontario is still not getting that movie. Whatever. That's weird. I don't know. Hey, Sean. How are you? Hey, Mandy. What's going on? Hello, Sandra. Hello, Liz. Hello, Gillette. Hello, Ocean. Hello, Janie Davis. What's up? I hope your leg is feeling better than it was. I know there's more healing to do, but every day. Yeah, I mean, it's going well, day by day. It's a little process. It gets better. Oh, they said I'm on schedule. So thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. There's my member, Megan O'Shea, and another member, JFD, if you haven't subscribed. You know what to do. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. You know what to do by this point. There's Lily, of course. Hello, Donna. Good to see Lily. Tanya, again, thank you so much. Appreciate all your help. And I haven't seen this person. Diamana Pandai. Well, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Hello, Michelle Fox. Hey, Snow Queen. Good to see you. Did I forget anybody? Did I miss? I'm sure I missed a lot of people here. Hold on. I'm gonna go all the way back. I say hi to Mandy. If I didn't, hello, Mandy, my member. How are you? Christine, by the way, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to do a quick video tonight about the comments I missed in the members stream. And I appreciate the super chat. And my phone I don't know. It just doesn't want to stay today. I don't know. Maybe my phone is drunk. I don't know. What's going on with this phone? Hello, Susan. Good to see you. Liz, Donna. Did I miss anybody? I'm checking. I'm going all the way back. Hello, JS. Hen is here. She must be in the back. I did invite Hen. There's two people in the back. I will get to you guys. Hello, TJ. TJ must also be here. Any other comments I missed? MMA King, what's going on, man? How are you? He stopped by, say hi. I appreciate that. I really do, man. If you haven't subscribed, you haven't checked out his channel, or you haven't checked out this person's channel, you can. The phone's definitely. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Your Boba Fett was good. I'll be putting out more Star Wars videos as I start my other Star Wars channel. So I'll put them here first, and I'll have a new channel. So, because I want to do Star Wars videos. So, and I don't want to kill all the Depp people here with that, because I'm sure not so interested. But anyway, all right. So let's get my people in the back. Let's see who's here, and then we'll get to. Hey, Johnny's girl, and again, thank you. I just saw you became a member. Or should I say you renewed your membership again? And I didn't finish my comments at the membership stream yesterday. So I'll do a video where I read just the comments for the members. But thank you. I appreciate it very much. Rob, I have a doctor's appointment so I can't. Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, I hope everything is well. Be safe. Marilyn said, hi, Rob. I'm sorry I'm late. No, you're not late. I'm just starting. Hello, Sarah Sharp. I'm just doing the roll call. We're just starting this. Okay. Let me get to my guess.
Hello.
Hey, I thought it was TJ, but it's through the fog. How are you?
You missed me on the roll call, but I thought I'd see you in here anyway.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to miss me, to be fair.
No,
I don't know how anyone could miss us then. I don't know.
I did miss you. I did miss you. I mean, I missed you, but I did miss you.
TJ did say in the chat that she was in the back. She's not now, but she will be in a minute. So she'll probably be in a minute. Keep an eye out.
Okay, cool.
And I haven't heard from Fanta yet today, so she might still be asleep.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea to me. Wait, somebody's here.
There she is.
Hello.
Hello, TJ.
How is everybody?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
How do you feel being on stream with 3 strong English women?
Pretty nervous.
Right. Where's
Me and Hen are either going to be wiped out or manic because we haven't had much sleep.
I think I got about 6 hours in the end.
I feel like I need a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. And a scone.
Maybe I should get some
scone.
Some beans with toast. I don't know.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
We had a whole conversation about toad in the hole yesterday as well.
And I'm cooking it at the moment.
Maybe some crumpets I should get. Should I get some crumpets?
No, you got to get a bacon butty.
Oh, bacon butty, yeah. Absolutely bacon butty. I had one of them today as well. Ooh.
Or a chip butty.
I'm introducing my Canadian guest to British food at the moment. So
nice.
So I've got toad and whole cooking in the oven right at this moment. So we'll have to dash out and dash back in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say I feel blessed. There you go. That's a good one. I said nervous, but you know what? You're right. I do feel blessed. You're right, Janie.
Don't feel blessed. We're not a blessing. We're a curse.
Blessing. I've been called many a thing in my time, and a blessing is not one of them.
Curse is more like
it. Time to ask Hen, where's Romer?
He's upstairs.
There you go.
Romer's at my house at the moment, so that's my Canadian visitor. So Romer's so pervy. You've probably seen him in the chats around. I love. Yeah, he's my guest.
Hi, family. Hello. Good to see you, Mandy. So today, I mean, well, first off, since they're in the UK, they don't really care. But if you're in the United States, again, Minimata is coming out tomorrow. Just to let you know, we're 1 day away from Minimata. I'll have to do my Minimata review, of course. I'm pretty excited.
Are you able to get there to watch it now?
I can watch it. Yes. I'm
cool.
able to watch it. So
okay, because I kept promising to watch it with you and just never scheduled it. But I've seen it twice. TJ, you've seen it once. Hey, look at him. He's happy. You should have messaged me and chased me up. I've got no memory to remember these things.
Yeah, good excuse.
Why not? Well, it must be because you use it.
What?
He uses. I forgot.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Forgot is a very good excuse.
Yes. Will it be in Michigan? That's a good. I'm going to check for you while my panel keeps you entertained. I will.
Oh no! You don't want us to take over. That's a dangerous thing to do.
No.
Hello, everyone. Yeah. So Caroline kept me up all night.
So what are we talking about?
I don't know about that. I kept saying I was going to bed.
Are we talking about Jerry today? Are we?
Yeah. Are we talking about Jerry today?
No, we're going to be talking about Amber today.
No, we'll talk about Jerry.
You want to talk about Jerry Jones? I don't know if you did a witness.
Jerry Judge.
Jerry Judge.
TJ is a big Jerry Judge fan.
I don't know. Did he do a witness statement? If he did, I could read it then.
No, but I don't know. No, because he was dead, wasn't he? Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know
every single photograph that Johnny Depp one forced his way in front of Jerry. You only ever get to see him in the background. That Johnny Depp.
There is one photo where Jerry is right at the front in the foreground, staring directly at the paparazzi.
Yep.
And that's at Johnny's wedding. With his arms crossed and his Bermuda shorts on and his suit jacket and tie, looking at the camera going, who the fuck are you and why the fuck are you here? How the fuck do you know about this?
Yeah.
Dirty, the evil looks coming out of his eyes. You can't see it from her picture.
Tanya thought TJ was going to talk about her father. I don't know. I mean, see what Tanya wrote?
Yeah. Her dad's called Jerry.
Sorry, Tanya.
So anyway, it's in California. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 theaters in California, 2 in Colorado, Delaware, Florida, 3 in Florida, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, and New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Seattle, Washington, D.C., and that's it. So if it didn't mention any of those states that you are in, you're out of luck.
Very good. I'm glad you passed your geography lesson. Right, can we move on?
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. Not a lot of people are going to go see it. People who can see it are not, I don't know if they're going. Everybody said they supported Depp, and I get really pissed about that. And it irritates me because I wonder, okay, you say one thing, but your actions always speak louder. And that to me is important, So it just bothered me. I mean, because I was also talking with the Real R&B about this, and we were upset how there was no advertising, how it's not playing it everywhere. It's ridiculous. There's just been no advertising here for this movie whatsoever. If you weren't part of my channel, you might not even know that this movie's coming out tomorrow. It's really sad. It's not right. It's really not right what they're doing.
That's what I said in the UK. There's actually no advertising on it at all. It was in barely any cinemas. And if it hadn't been for you guys, mentioning that Johnny Depp was in this film Minamata, I never would have heard of it.
Yeah.
It's such a film you have to, I think everybody on the whole planet has to watch it. Just never mind that Johnny Depp's in it, just for the film, just for the message, just for the story, everything. It is one of the best films ever. And it has such a powerful message to tell everybody.
Yeah, look at Donna. The theater by her is 3 hours away, more than that. Now, could you imagine that's the only theater you have? That's like a 7-hour drive, which doesn't include seeing the movie. You might have to take the day off to go see the movie. Or unless you go on a weekend, but that's a drive, man. 3.5 hours just to get there. Mm-hmm. Wow. But you see, that's why I hope there's no negativity. I hope there's no negative articles. Oh, the movie didn't do well. Oh, I'm like, listen, it's only in select theaters. It's been this way in the UK because people told me. It's here in the US like this. I don't understand what Hollywood has done to this guy. And I think that's what upsets me the most. He's not guilty of anything. He hasn't been charged of anything. We all know she's full of crap. We all know that every statement that she's given is proven wrong. So why does he have to be punished? And why isn't she the person who chopped off someone's finger? You chopped off a human's finger. Come on, that's absolutely, you shot on a bed. What kind of a person can you possibly be? And you're going to be an Aquaman? Come on, man. This is what ticks me off.
I'm starting to think that the Johnny Depp the film not being recognised and Johnny not being recognised and all that, this is going to upset an awful lot of people. This has got nothing to do with the case. I'm starting to think, I'm turning that way, that Hollywood don't want him because he doesn't want them. And I hope that is the case. I do hope that it's purely, you don't want us, so we don't want you. And it's nothing to do with the case. But a lot of people think it is, and it possibly is. But as I say, I'm just starting to think it's not the case. It's purely politics.
Yeah,
It's a thought.
and this movie is based on what had happened, and I heard it's very powerful. I heard it's very good, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. But it's just it's things like this that tick me off. Like he could have been the Addams Family. He could have. There's other things he could be in. This guy put people's butts in seats, okay, because of his acting career, because of what he does, how he plays his roles, how much effort, energy, hard work, studying he puts into his character. And he really gets to know the person. Like if he doesn't know, like the person has passed on, like a Eugene Smith, or like the guy who played in City of Lies who died. He goes to family, he goes to people they know, and he tries to figure out their mannerisms, how they were, how they acted, who they knew. He really tries to study his role, and that's somebody who really cares about his work, who wants to be the best he can be. And for 20 years, man, this guy won every award under the sun. So for Hollywood to shun somebody like that, they're stupid. They're stupid. He put tons of money in Disney. He gave his role in the Pirates made Disney a ton of money. A ton of money.
But you can't get bigger than the bosses, and he's bigger than the bosses. And they don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
it's got to be something to do with egos and things rather than money. Because if it was to do with money, they'd be showing everything because he makes money for them. So I don't know whether she has something on somebody or whether he's just annoyed the wrong person somehow. I don't know.
Maybe one of the wives or girlfriends went, "Oh, I don't know, I fancy that Johnny Depp."
Do you know what? Though? It could be as simple as that. It could.
Jenny says, Rob, not everyone can go see the movie, even if it's in their city, because sometimes people withhold. Yeah, that's another thing too. That I'm quite aware of. There's a lot of other facts. Look, I can see it, but because of my leg, it's going to be for me to get to where it is. It's not playing in my state, and it's difficult. So I had to find another way to see it, and it's the only way I could see the movie.
Over here in England, I couldn't get to see it. I couldn't even find it in a cinema, but it was you could buy the video on Amazon Prime. So I actually bought the video. So at least I've paid to see it. So maybe once it's in the cinemas, have a look online and see if you can buy it, because then at least you're putting the money in the right people's pockets.
Right. I agree. Listen, I said I would give tickets away, but nobody's emailed me. So I said, if no one wants a ticket, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to order a ticket, even though I'm not going. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to order it.
Can you order a ticket from England to America and the ticket? Because I'd go then.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'm just gonna order a ticket and at the theater, in New York, and just say, hey, look, here, I'm purchasing the ticket. I can't go, but I'm supporting the movie. So there you go.
Saves you on popcorn.
Yeah. I can make popcorn here. That's all. Yeah, but I'll do a review of it on tomorrow. I've been trying to support it. And just to let you know, it was nice that Stephen Daughters reached out and he thanked me for my effort in trying to make people aware that the movie is out on Twitter. And also, Eugene Smith's son has reached out to me.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yes. And he gave me a list because I asked if anybody knew. And so how I found out was he was the person. He actually sent me the link to where it was playing in the United States, and I thanked him for it, and he acknowledged my thank you. So I thought that was really awesome that two people like that were appreciative of the effort I'm trying to make, and they reached out to me, and I thought that was very nice. So that's why I guess I'm so passionate. I guess it's nice to see someone saw that I was trying to push the movie and get it out there, and he appreciated the effort. So I felt good. That made me feel real good. I didn't even know till someone on Twitter told me that, like, Rob, did you know? I was like, know what? And I was like, I didn't even know. I didn't even know till they told me. And I was like, oh wow, they did.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So you've got like two big people in this amazing supportive community that, although they're not here with us today, they're watching what's going on and they're getting involved. They're appreciating the support we're giving them.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to tell you. Like, if you guys don't think, if what Jane said? Wow, Rob, you're rubbing shoulders with interesting people.
Yeah.
Well, listen, don't forget that Eve Barlow has been to my channel, and she
yes,
mouthed off about me. So I've had Eve Barlow here, not talking to me, but Eve Barlow has seen my stuff. And Stephen Daughters, and now Kevin Eugene Smith. So I was pretty excited.
You're getting noticed, Rob. You're getting noticed. You're going to be famous soon. You never know. You never know. They might try to use you as a reason why she can't do her what's it called? A deposition next, because she already tried that with Umbrella Guy, didn't she?
Sonny asked me can we ask Stephen Daughters what? You know what? I'm gonna take a photo shot of this. And then after the stream, I'm going to ask him, and I'll see if he responds. And if he does respond, I'll let you guys know what he says.
Yeah.
How about that?
That'd be cool.
How about that? Why not? I'll ask him. What's the worst? Either he doesn't respond to me, or he answers the question. We'll see.
Can I just say, an interesting subject came up on my stream yesterday. Laura told me that you explained to her what BJ meant.
Actually, you said you sent a picture. Now,
what?
No, I've seen. We were like, she goes, "I'll send it to you," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not sure if I want to see it." And she goes, "You got to show it," and I'm like, "Is it appropriate to show?"
No, you sent her a voucher.
You sent her a voucher.
No,
it's not. It wasn't what. But you sent her a voucher for. I'm sorry. Are you offering her?
No.
My, what a lovely shade of red.
Were your ears burning yesterday?
I don't know, but his face is burning now.
Oh my God. That wasn't the topic I had thought we were going to get into.
Anyway, let's get back on subject.
Wow.
I just remembered. It just came to me.
Wow. Yeah, because when I said it, she looked at me like, what the hell am I talking about? I was like, yeah, I'll have to explain this to you somehow in a nice, proper way. And I don't know how I was going to explain it.
And a very proper way it was, too. You don't need to be embarrassed.
Look at this. Lara was like, he sent me a picture of a BJ, and I said, it's not rough.
Oh,
he's not going to invite us back on.
It's so funny.
He's not going to invite us back on, is he?
That's it, we're banned. Yeah, Rob's Rules is now X-rated.
Oh my God.
Oh, we turn the camera off.
Oh my God, that's wow. And Tal, yes, I'm doing the video tonight. I have a really crazy busy night tonight. I have a movie that another movie I'm supporting with somebody who was shunned by Disney.
Yeah,
and they're gonna show it on YouTube for free. So that's at 9:00 tonight. I'm gonna watch that. It's Gina Carano. She has a YouTube show. They're gonna show it, and I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna watch that tonight. Yeah. And then tomorrow I'm gonna watch Minamata tonight. I also got to do the video for Tal. She says to everyone, the special book that she's making for Johnny Depp that is meant to send him much love and really touch his heart is filling up. Contact me on Twitter, and this is her Twitter to get in the book too. So yeah, so I'll be sending you a video, Tal. You'll probably have it by tomorrow, and I really appreciate you doing this. So if anybody wants to, doesn't matter who you are, want to send a video message to Johnny Depp, say whatever you'd like, get in touch with Tal, and that is her Twitter account. So make sure you get in touch with her, okay? Just want to let everybody know. That's a great thing she's doing. Oh my God. Cindy says Rob's Rules is now X-rated.
No, we've only said we've only put the initials in. We've not said the actual words, so it's fine. And
Oh my God.
and Jane, there was no picture unsolicited in any way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Sean. Oh my God, Sean. That's funny. That's funny. Man, that's funny. Ah, that's so funny. Anyway, well, we only got to number 23 through Amber, as it's been very hard to
Has
really yeah, it's been hard to get through this reading. But if you want me to read someone else, I mean, I've covered so many people. So if you don't want me to read Amber, I don't have to.
I'm just
He was being rude.
I mean, if there's
removed.
somebody you'd want to hear from, we have Stephen Daughters himself, who talked about the plane incident, which I remember we're doing. We talked about Trinity. She's a security guard who was in the building with the footage. I thought that was one of the most interesting witness statements I've read, besides Johnny himself. Malcolm Connolly, who's a bodyguard, he talked about the time in, I think it was Australia, when Johnny was trying to get out of the house and how upset he was. There's Tara Roberts, Samantha McMillan, Hilda Vargas, of course, the house cleaner. I think Tara Roberts, I think she's the I think she was the hairdresser for Amber Heard. That was pretty interesting. There's Kate James, who used to work for them. There's Kevin Murphy, who used to work for them. Edward White, I think he's a security guard. There's Winona Ryder. Of course, Johnny dated her. Vanessa Paradis. Those are very short. I could go through those two easily. There's others. Stolen Jane. So is there anybody you want to see? Ben King, Isaac Baruch, who I thought that was great. I love that one. So if there's any of them you wanted me to go through. Oh, there's also Alejandro Ramiro. He's the one who talked about, I think, Elon Musk. He's the guy who used to do the key fob to him and stuff, so he could use the elevator. I don't know if you guys. I'm going to let the panel choose or anybody else choose in the chat.
I'm happy to go along with Amber Heard because we're doing the drink every time she lies, aren't we? Are we not doing that this week?
Oh my
Would
God!
be nice
Heaven.
to, spot the truth.
Okay. So that's what I'll do then. I'll just continue with Miss Heard.
You just carry on, and I'll interrupt every 5 minutes. How's that?
Sure, TJ. Sure.
That's why it's taking him so long to get through it. That's why it's so hard.
Because it's so full of shit, and if it wasn't so much full of bull, we could get through it very easily. But there's so many lies in here. It's like every 2 sentences I have to stop. It's like ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But anyway. Yeah, and Jackie McCarthy's here. Finally, I mean, God, Jackie, I've tried to get you on my stream like forever. I don't know what happened to you. But it's good to see you back.
She's been doing lots of stuff. She's writing.
She's going on a book tour. That's what she's doing.
Well, she's writing. She's got a from what she said, she's got a publisher interested in her story. So she's got to commit to that at the moment, which is awesome. There you go.
Oh, it's a book. Oh, excuse
me.
So, it's a book. So Tal says, no, it's a book I'm making online. I need your personal written message. Oh, it's just writing. Oh, I was going to send you a video, but okay, I'll just write it then. Don't worry about the length.
Already.
Plus a picture, which she already has. You already have I already sent you the picture. Well, you took the picture. And what name I could put in, I'll be okay. All right, so it's writing. Oh, great. Okay, I'll just write you then. Awesome. So it's just writing. It's not a video. So she's writing a book. Okay. I thought it was a video. I thought you were going to edit something. Okay, great. Great. Tal, that's really awesome. Happy to be proud of it. Okay. So, I have to get to this. Jackie says, sending you all my light, love, and appreciation. I know I have been MIA and I am sorry. I don't get home from work until 4:30 p.m. So my YouTube schedule is non-existent. Okay, well, I understand. Hey, everybody's got to work. I get it. Oh, totally get it. She says, thanks everyone. I have a publisher who wants a book ASAP. Awesome. Wow, that's great news,
yeah,
Jackie. You're on fire here. Jackie's on fire here. Wow. Talk about being popular. At least I know popular people like Jackie, which is awesome. I feel so special.
I've got to go. Be right back. I've got to check my dinner. Bear with me a sec.
Sure. Okay, so Johnny would create fights or problems before I was going to an audition or an acting class. Okay, yeah, you see how I have to stop all the time? It's so annoying. Me being ambitious, me being ambitious became a bad thing, as if it was synopsis with fame seekers and women he considered to be distasteful, which made me feel like my profession was somehow embarrassing or shameful. Over time, I stopped taking so many jobs because it was just not worth the fight. He made all kinds of demeaning and derogatory comments about actresses and about me wanting to work with as an actress. I don't believe that at all.
I don't. I believe that was what we said last week. You don't take your clothes off in this film. It's not needed. Don't be putting yourself in that position because it's not needed. Do you really want to do this sleazy film when you could wait for a better one?
Right. It's true.
Yeah. Which is not controlling, it's being helpful.
It's advice from somebody that's been in the business a long time.
Right. I agree with you. But she uses anything he said and tried to twist it and turn it to make it to her benefit. And that's what she does. That's the kind of person she is. So she thought of anything he did and said, okay, let me twist it a little bit. Let me twist it. Let me turn it into, like, I had jobs lined up and he was so insecure and wanted to control me that I didn't take them. That's just her style.
It's a shame we can't get in contact with all these producers and directors that wanted her when Johnny was telling her, no, you can't act, and no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they go, no, we didn't want her.
Yeah. She doesn't mention which films she had to turn down.
No, and most people would. I
That's
was
a good point.
Interviewed for such a. I was interviewed for this.
Tanya said Vanessa Paradis is an actress and so is Winona, so that's bullshit. She's right. Great point. That's a great point. Michelle says Amber had had acting lessons. You have to be joking. Well, I don't know who she learned from, but she needs more lessons. That's for sure.
Well, she didn't take Johnny's advice, did she?
No. Oh.
Jane Davis has got a good point. Johnny was doing it because she asked him how to be taken seriously as an actress rather than just a pretty face. Which I believe I've heard read somewhere her saying that. So if you ask for advice, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's true. I had to justify to him why I was doing any movie. And it was much worse if there was, here we go, if there was any kissing or a sex scene in it. He would insist every male actor was trying to sleep with me and or that I had an affair with them, that he'd spoken to people and knew all about it.
Well, he must have had a crystal ball then, mustn't he? Because James Franco she filmed with.
Yeah. What about Elon Musk?
Oh, yeah, he was in that film, wasn't he? He was in which one? He was in that
Kills.
London Field. Oh, right.
Machete Kills.
And Kevin Costner, she tried. And if she tried with him, how many others did she try? And they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it all comes out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. He would try to catch me out by taking my phone or telling someone had told him I was having an affair and act as if he had information proving it when I really hadn't. He accused me of having affairs, here we go, with each of my co-stars, movie after movie. Eddie Redmayne, James Franco, which she did, and there's proof of that. Jim Sergis, Kevin Costner. Well, we know about Kevin Costner. TJ just told us about that. Liam Hemsworth, Billy Bob Thornton. You know, I heard about Billy Bob Thornton. I heard something about him.
I don't remember that one.
Channing Tatum, even women co-stars like, give me a break, Kelly Gardner. He also accused me of having affairs with stars I auditioned with, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He would taught me about it, especially when he was drunk or high. Okay.
Nope, she's too old for Leonardo.
He had, yeah, that's true. Leonardo does date younger women. That's true. He does really date young women. He had a derogatory nicknames for every one of my male co-stars he considered a sexual threat. For example, Leonardo DiCaprio was Pumpkinhead, and Channing Tatum was Potato Head, and Jim Turd Circus. Did he really say that?
I don't know. I can almost believe that, because it seems to be, just being funny, just making up silly little names for people. I don't think it's meant offensively, but I don't know. I do that. Make up silly names for people.
No, yeah, I mean, I get called things, and I call hen things, and I mean, Fanta calls everybody a hobbit. Hobbits' lives matter because they're all little. I don't actually say it. I say they all live in the Shires.
Huh.
So it's just a friendship banter, isn't it?
Is that why I remember there was an article. Didn't Leonardo DiCaprio was upset with Johnny because he heard this from Amber Heard? Was he really ticked off about this?
I don't know. I don't know whether that's real news or just hype news.
Or Amber's news.
Or Amber's news, yeah.
I'm gonna look this up real quick, and this is why I can't get through this thing, because I don't believe her. I don't believe her. That's the problem.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. I'm gonna look and see if there's anything. Let's see if he said anything about Johnny Depp. Let's put some news. I don't know if that. I remember Leonardo. Something happened.
You've also got to remember that Hollywood media pit actors against actors and make up a rivalry.
Yeah, that's true too. That could be also. Yeah, I'm really gonna want to look into this. I really wonder. I'll look into it later. I'm curious. I'm really curious to know if anything happens between them. All right, well, let's continue. He demanded to know about any romantic scene in the film and complained about how people can watch me get fucked on camera. He would even get himself copies of the scripts I was looking at without asking me to review them for himself. His rules got tighter every year when we were together about what nudity or scenes were acceptable. Wanting descriptions of every detail, every aspect of the scenes and how they were covered. Placing increasing restrictions on what I could do and what I couldn't do. I found myself making concessions and turning down work. My salary went down every year. I was with him because of all the work I was missing. Meanwhile, he would insist I went on set with him when I wasn't working. It was such a hassle to fight, so I often went along. Well, it's pretty funny that if the only thing you can get to be in a film is a sex scene, that you have to have some kind of nudity or something because that's all you're good for. Like, if all you're good for in a movie is your body, then it isn't really your acting. And that's what I think he was trying to get across to her, but she didn't want to accept that.
She sued London Fields because they used her scene and they promised that they would put in the body double.
Oh.
It wasn't, but I can't remember the scene. It's something to do with the bathroom. So say, for example, they used her nude scene getting in. They used more than they should have done of her getting into the bath.
Right.
But it was the body double that was the close-up of her in the bath. Something like that. But they'd used too much of her and she sued them.
Oh, wow.
And then
That's
they sued
interesting.
her back.
What they sue her back for?
Breach of contract.
Interesting. Huh, this is really, I really want to read into this. I got to see if I could find any of this tonight. Well, this is interesting. If I had a scene that was questionably romantic, I'd always tell him in advance because I didn't want information getting back to him and then him complaining that I didn't tell him. And I was hiding it because of the nature of the industry and Johnny's stature, sorry. Everyone wanted to be the one to tell Johnny a new piece of information. You never know how things will go with particular scenes. Maybe not until you rehearse it on set. But I knew well enough at that point that what people would tell him would usually be the worst possible version of the truth. So to get ahead of that, I would tell him the worst version of what could happen in the scene. But even that was never enough. Whatever I said, he'd accuse me of having this affair on screen with this sexy person who was younger than him. He would always call directors I was working with on set, and after he saw the film cut, to complain about the nudity or how I was portrayed. I don't know. This is what she's claiming. I think this is a little over the top, but I don't know.
I think it's her opinion again, isn't it? Rather than absolute facts. It's, you know, possibly lost my train of thought, so I don't know what I'm going to say now. No, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
It'll come back.
She got sued for not going to the movie promotions? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Who was in London Fields? Was Johnny in London Fields? Is that what people are saying here? I bet he regrets being in London Fields. Who was in London Fields? I don't know. She's a full five. So, yeah, well, you know, listen. I'm just reading what she wrote here. Johnny also frequently made reference to my exes. He was very jealous and would obsess about who I slept with and been out before him. Come on, that's ridiculous. You don't worry about someone's past. The past, like I said, everybody, past is the past. You can't change the past. So why would you worry about the past? That makes sense. He spoke possessively of me as my woman. And so what's wrong with that? This is my woman. What's the big deal? It's not nothing derogatory. You're proud of the person you're with. This woman is ridiculous, man. And made comments that he wished he found me before I had slept with anyone else, joking he would have locked me away at 14. What? Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. He would obsess about how I dressed. If I wore a low-cut dress, then he would say things like, my girl is not going to dress like that, like a whore. Okay, my girl's not going to dress like a whore. Over time...
Can I just interrupt you there? Because I would have said the same to her too. Because if you've seen what she's been wearing, and, you know, it's up to her. I'm not knocking her for wanting to dress like that. But the clothes that she is wearing now are so see-through. So it leaves nothing to the imagination. And I'm sorry, but if my daughter was dressing like that, I would want to say something. If my husband was dressing like that, I would say something. I don't know. He went from Vanessa Paradis, who is just pure elegance, to, I don't know, somebody that just seems to have everything hanging out all the time. I think
more trashy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was just not to be controlling, but to be, I don't know, trying to say respect yourself. Personally, right. I don't know. Maybe that's being controlling, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. I think he's just trying to say, look, you know, all these scenes you're getting is what I was saying before, has to do with sex or some kind of a romantic relationship. So basically they're hiring Amber because of how she looks. They're not hiring her based on her acting skills. Johnny's based on his acting skills. I'm not saying he's a bad looking guy. He's one of the, he's been man of the year like twice. So of course he's a great looking guy, Oh, absolutely. So, but they're not saying, hey, Johnny, in order for you to be in a movie, you're going to have to do something sexual. You're going to have to. No, they're not saying. They put him in movies like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, playing the Mad Hatter, Pirates of the Caribbean, and stuff like that. She's got to be in these ranchy films where she's got to dress like a whore or trash or like slutty. And this is how she gets her roles. It's not because of her acting skills.
No, they're not hiring her for the acting skills, are they?
No.
And if she wants to be a serious actress, which I'm assuming she told Johnny she did, then he's given her advice on how to become a serious actress and not just somebody that gets picked because of their body.
True.
I've just looked up London Fields. Billy Bob Thornton, Theo James, Jason Isaacs, Jim Sturgis, Henry Garrett, Sammy Karim, Chris Wilson, Obi Abili, and Chris Ryman are all the male stars. Oh, and Michael Schaefer.
Somebody
so,
said,
they're all...
yeah, Johnny did a cameo just in it. I just read that in the comments. I'm not sure who said it. But...
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. And this, to me, these paragraphs that I've been reading shows me what kind of an actress she is. Oh, I'm an actress. Baby, this, you're more like some people have been saying, like a stripper. Like, that's not acting. Acting, like, it gets you into the movie. You're hooked. You're drawn into the movie. Not, let's have a sexual scene, and so we'll put Amber Heard in it because she's got a good body. So we'll hire her for this scene,
Yeah, he was in it. He was uncredited. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, she's not the main actress. It just it goes to tell you what they hire her for. That's really it. I mean, that's why they're hiring her. She just can't accept that. He would obsess about how I dressed if a whore look okay. So he said, my girl's not going to dress like a whore. Over time, I stopped wearing revealing dresses at the red carpet events. It just wasn't worth the verbal and psychological abuse. Oop, went too far. Sorry. He demeaned me anytime I tried to wear anything that could be seen as sexy. He called me whore, slut, fame hungry, and an attention whore. But it got worse over time. He started saying things like, well, I'm going to have to watch you get raped. And I hope you get railed by a bunch of fucking fellas. Sometimes he used racial about men, and I would be or deserve to be assaulted by saying things like, a slimy Mexican or a fucking gang of big black motherfuckers are going to fuck you and get their big cock in you.
Seriously?
His verbal abuse. What?
Seriously? She said that?
She said Johnny said that.
That's what I mean. She said Johnny's bollocks, did he?
It's number 29.
Bollocks, did he?
I'm serious. Listen, I'm reading this to you. I can't believe I'm reading this, but this is what I'm reading. This is what she said.
It gets the shock factor, and if she puts all those comments in, you're going to have a whole big group of people that are going to get their backs up over it. So she's very clever with her words.
I'm going to say that was a racist comment. And Johnny, as far as I'm concerned, is not racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard him be that
like Caroline's just said, if she says that he said that, then all the people who he's just said that about are going to be up in arms.
So.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. That's some comment to say that he said. That's very, very racial. Very offensive.
I mean,
I think
She's got
Go ahead.
hardcore feminists on her side because of the things she said. If she can
Yeah.
bring other groups into it, then she has a big backing. And I think that's all she can ever hope to try and achieve. It won't work.
I mean, I think the black bit came in as stereotypical, you know, because all black men have big, you know.
Right.
You know, I think that's
right.
that's where she's playing on that one. But then it's also saying that they're all nasty, horrible people at the same time, and that's wrong. That's
Well, I
wrong.
literally think, like Caroline's just said, she's written a list down of
Yeah.
who she can offend and put them all in one sentence.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's ridiculous, man. Oh my God. His verbal abuse was often sexualized, but it was also about my looks and related to my work, saying things like, no one will hire you when your tits and ass sag, or calling me fat ass. Sometimes I would react and give it back by calling him old man and limp dick. Wow. He would often refer to, wow, my God, he would often refer to my verbal insults as right hooks or sucker punches. For the most part, it wasn't worth responding because I only antagonized him. Wow, man. That's pretty nasty. But at least she admitted what she said. She called him old man and limp dick. Well, real nice. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's love for your partner. It really
Well,
is.
maybe that was her way of saying that's why I was going elsewhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just think, again, that's another dig that she can get at Johnny that everybody can hear, because if, you know, that's insulting him sexually, isn't it, basically? And if she's put that in her statement that everybody can read that, sorry, but that's just
She did.
Rule. She's put that out there for people to see, and I don't think that's appropriate.
I think you're right. I think
Well,
you're right
she's
about
done
that.
it again with the
She's put
deposition, didn't she? Not deposition. She requested his medical and then
Yes.
pointed out,
Yes.
which she knew was going to go into the public eye, what it was she was specifically looking for, which she shouldn't have done because medical is private.
I agree.
But put
I
it
was
out there.
saying that. I was saying
Yeah.
that for a long time. Like, I thought medical was private. I was like, how can this information be revealed? You know, because like when you talk, okay, because I've talked to a doctor because I was going through a rough patch, and they're like, you know, this is confidential. This is only between us two. So I don't know. I don't understand how Amber Heard can ask for confidential information, because if she does, and that's revealed, that doctor can get sued.
Yes,
easily,
she can't.
right?
I don't think she expected. She knew full well it would be refused, but her bringing it up puts the public's eye thinking, oh, is there something there? Does she know something? So then
she
she's literally listed what she expects them to provide. So it's his drug addiction record, it's his mental health record. So she's listed everything that she wants to say exists. Whether it exists or not, it's out there.
Yeah, she knows she can't get it, but if she's mentioned it or that she's looking into something, then we're wondering, what does she know?
Well, we all know that he's got an addictive personality and has done drugs and alcohol all his life.
Doesn't deny it, does he?
And he's had mental health issues, because what person hasn't? Put a one in the chat if you've ever had depression of some sort or what, because I have. You know,
I put a one.
If we've ever felt like at the end of the day going, why the fuck am I even bothering? You know, because we've all done it. It doesn't mean you're going to top yourself. It just means you're fucking.
Can I put a one and copy and paste it 10 times?
Yes.
Sure. Well, or you could just put one and hit return, you know, or put 10 ones.
Well, I've been in a real downer for a good few weeks now, and it was only yesterday on Henstream where we sort of chatted and had a real laugh that it just sort of pulled me out of it. So today, I just feel like a human being again.
Well,
Well,
hell, I'm
Rob's
glad.
stream
I'm
does
glad Hen.
that. A lot of people come to Rob's stream for the support and the giggles and the smiles. So that's what Rob does for us.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Hen. I think that's great that you were able to get through through that, and that's fantastic. And if anybody can do that, that's great, man. That's great.
Yeah.
And I know that my member streams, like a lot of people thank me all the time. They're like, Rob, thank you for having this. Oh my God, please keep doing this. And yeah,
Yeah.
I
Your
promised. I
member
said, even in
streams
this,
are amazing. Your member streams are really, really good. I would recommend them to everybody. Honestly.
If I could afford to be a member, I would. But my
well, Hen, you could talk to me on Twitter, DM anytime. And it just,
Yeah.
it's one-on-one. I never reveal,
Snap.
information or anything
Snap.
like
Anyone
that.
who talks to me behind scenes, it never goes any further because
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
No
So
material now.
I never tell anybody
I have.
anything. Believe me, I have people talking to me now on DM. I've heard stories. I've heard many things from different people. And some people are here who've talked to me. Some people are not here who talk to me. I don't mention names. Just there was a lot. Like somebody was really
Yeah.
going through something. And I mean, we must have sent email after email. Oh my God. It must have been like an email barrage.
Yeah.
And it was like me, them, me, them, me. And I'm not a doctor, but I said, listen, if it helps you, if my advice in any way, sort of way helps you in your life, please,
But
at
sometimes
least,
it's just someone to rant at. They just need someone to let out that, let out that energy. Like, blah 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 blah, blah, ah!
Right. Yeah.
There's been
DM
times
me
when
private message.
there's been times when just before we go on to Hen's stream, I'm in the back room, and it's like bugger 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 fuck 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 fuck. And then she goes, "And we're going live," and I go, "Hello, everybody."
It really is.
Oh my God.
No,
Oh
you
my
get it out
God.
before you're speaking.
Yeah.
People don't know what's going on in everybody's life, do they?
No.
And you try to put, you people are there to listen to you, so you put a smile on your face and you crack on with it. And then the end of the day, after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours with Hen, that smile turns into a real one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's funny.
I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and I went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning today, and I got up at 8. So 2 hours sleep and half an hour this afternoon. So I'm quite manic.
I apologize.
I'm the same as you. I'm the same as you through the fog. My pain with my leg was really bad last night. I couldn't sleep too well. I've only slept. That's why you see me rub my eyes like this a little bit. Because I only slept like 3-4 hours, maybe. That's about it. It was like 2 here, 2 there. About David Hurd. Good question, Tanya. I don't know. I don't have an answer. That would be only Johnny's team knows why he's not subpoenaed. I don't know.
An amazing cook.
Yeah.
Where
Did
did
you
that
hear what
just
he
come
said?
from? Yes, I did. Where the hell did that just come from?
My house guest.
Oh my
Hello.
God in heaven.
Hello, my name is Roma. I am, many of you know me as a fellow perverted YouTuber, and I have been staying at Hens for the past couple of days because I feel like meeting up with my Discorders, so that way I'm able to have a friendly chinwag in person. And because I've stayed so long right now, I am turning British. So pardon me if I become a little bit of a knob. But but believe me, I'm still a pervert with a heart of gold. And I say hello to Rob and the rest of the chat, and especially, where is she? Oh, there she is. Gary and Tanya and Mandy and Laura and the rest and Lily. Thank you all, and good night.
Good night, Roma.
Good night, Roma.
Fun and games. Fun and games.
I was like, boy, that was such a random thing that happened on my stream. I guess my stream is becoming X-rated. What can I say?
No, he said, what did you say? I'm a good cook.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know. It was just toad in the hole. It was
Oh
just
my
toad in the hole of mashed potatoes. It's nothing amazing.
Whatever.
Yep.
You're amazing food, even though you say you're not.
Oh, whatever. Go away. Go away now. Enough. I'm busy. Sorry about that.
Does anybody know? Because I would be quite interested. The counsellor that they both saw, who allegedly diagnosed Amber with narcissism and whatever she's diagnosed with, and asked them to do the recordings, the voice recordings. Did she ever get depositioned? Because surely she would be somebody who would have an awful lot of information. I know she might not be able to say it, but she might be able to shed some light on the truth of things without giving medical.
I mean, what about the medical receptionist that she met out in the car park? There was no confidentiality there because they weren't. It was a receptionist. It weren't a doctor that she saw, or else that she saw was a receptionist, and she told her all the story. You know.
With all those recordings, I just wondered why she was never brought in as a witness.
Well, that comes under patient confidentiality.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
So exactly the same as Dr. Kipper, though. Why can Dr. Kipper be called, but she can't?
True. Oh, Shannon, thank you. I forgot. I should have got to this. Thank you so much. Thank you. He said, she said, and not physical abuse. What he said, she said, right, and not physical abuse. Well, Amber's to me is all hearsay, and it's just, oh, he did this, he did that, he did this, and when it comes down time to prove things, that's when all the excuses come in, and that's when all the other, oh, he must have edited the tape and all this other stuff. I mean, I remember I heard a recording where I never heard it before, where she was like, he's like, can you give me the recording? It was a very small snippet. And he's like, can you give me the recordings? And she's like, yeah, well, I'll give you the recordings. Don't worry about it. And like, she never gave him the recordings of anything, but she told him she had all these recordings that he needed to hear. And he said, well, please send me all the recordings. I want to hear them. I want to listen to what I said. And she never sent them. So to me, that's like the receipts. When they ask for, where's the receipts? Oh, they're private. Oh, I don't have to show them because she never had them. It's just Amber's way of throwing shit out there. And then when it comes down to, like, it's like writing a check and then it bounces. Amber's always bouncing checks. That's what's going on. She's like, I got the money, but it bounces, and that's to me, that's the best way for me to summarize who she is. She's full of it. I mean, there's no other way to look at this. And how anybody can believe her and not like that case in the UK was such bullshit. I mean, my God, all the evidence, all the recordings, the police. Well, I'm not going to go what the police say. You're a judge. You're all supposed to work together. That's how it works. When a criminal comes into the courthouse, does the judge say, I'm sorry, Mr. or Mrs. Officer, I don't believe you. So you're not relevant now. What judge does that? The policeman says, listen, or the policewoman will come in and say, this person is here because I caught them doing such and such. The judge would never look at them and say, well, you uphold the law, but you're not important. That's not how it works. But this judge in the UK did exactly that. He was like, well, the information you're providing is not relevant. How the fuck is it not relevant? They were in the house. They recorded footage right there. How is this not relevant to your case? Of course it shows relevance. For the life of me, I just don't get, I couldn't believe when I read the verdict. I was like, how do you get that verdict? Why would you say that verdict? How do you believe her? How do you not believe everything that's on the table?
We had this discussion the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I know there's a lot of, what I would say, going down the rabbit hole theories about why he did it. My opinion is he is married to a women's rights what do you call it, lobbyist, activist.
Yeah.
You know, so he is always going to have that in the back of his mind, that women's rights, believe all women, because his wife is out there actively fighting for it. That's why I think he went on the side of Amber. I don't think it's anything to do with knowing so and so and so and so knowing so and so, and I think that's all a load of beep beep. But I'm
You can curse at this point. Don't worry about it. You can curse.
but
Don't worry
I think that's all a bit of, a bit far fetched. Yes, okay, she went to dinner with someone that knew someone.
But in the UK, we know that they all went to the same school.
Yeah, they all know each other. So they
all went to the same nursery. They all had the same nanny.
It's all inbreeding at that end of the scale. But I do agree with you, Hen. I do have another far out theory. What's always bugged me is why he paid so much attention to, I've forgotten his name now.
Oh, the cook.
Drew.
Josh Drew?
Josh Drew, yeah. Why did he keep pinpointing him? Now, I have this really far out theory that maybe because some of these really old, posh English gentlemen are not allowed to have other preferences to women. And maybe just a little bit here. And I've had this theory because I don't understand how Josh Drew's statements at all were relevant to anything, gave any information whatsoever, and how they were so wonderful that they needed to be mentioned.
I think it's because Josh Drew told stories about Amber in a bad light as well as Johnny in a bad light. But what you're saying is you're suggesting that Josh Drew was showing him what a BJ meant.
Possibly. But that there is any evidence to that. I am just saying that's my theory.
I mean, that's one theory.
We just seem to keep saying how wonderful he was, and I just don't. We're all thinking, about Amber. I'm,
maybe it was Josh.
I'm living in the modern world here.
Exactly.
They cement shoes.
You're right. A lot of them do things behind the closed doors that we don't know about.
And Josh Drew was the one who admitted that Amber slept with Musk and Karen, and had that threesome.
But I think that's why he said that he was a reliable witness, because he told that story as well as all the other stories. That one story, which put her in a bad light, was enough for him to be believable.
I like your theory, Caroline. I'd like to see you in the judge's chambers.
Back on him.
I think he's gone. I think our theory is more believable than some of the theories I've heard. Anyway.
Can you wear your sexy socks, Mr. Drew?
I'd like to see you in suspenders.
Sorry about that. It
was part of some sordid sex scandal that all of these people are in, and if she goes down, they go down. So
Tanya said, "I'm confused. I missed it. Please say it again." She's saying that she thinks Josh Drew was knobbing the judge.
You didn't say it like that. I said Amber was pimping it out.
Caroline.
Sorry.
I'm shocked.
I'm only an angel on Hen's channel.
Notice I'm not shocked at hen.
Oh my God.
Oh, did I get a behave?
Oh my God.
Not for me, no. Maybe from Rob, but not for me,
Oh
and
my
definitely
God.
from TJ.
One
No,
night
it's-
with him, and I've been, what's the word? I don't know.
Corrupted.
Changed. Corrupted.
Chastised. You've been chastised, lady. You've been chastised.
Diamond says, hen, take a breather. Just to let you know. Just to let you know.
I'm breathing. Don't worry.
Okay, well, he wasn't. Okay. I was fighting. Oh, I love this. This is I'm so gonna argue this one. This is why I can't get through this. This is amazing. She's the first four words are gonna drive me crazy. I was financially independent, so I'm gonna stop. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna go 2 more words. I was financially independent from Johnny. Okay, let's time out. So you're
So you were
admitting,
living in your own house. You were driving your own car.
right?
You were spending your own credit cards.
So
So
is
she was
she?
doing all that.
So if she's financially independent from Johnny, how in the world can she say things like, I was held hostage for 3 days? If you're financially independent and he's off filming a movie, that means that nobody is home. So you can go about your way and go wherever you want because you have that money to take you there. You could stay at a hotel. You could fly back to the United States. You can go anywhere. So how are you held hostage if you're not, I don't know, tied down, locked in a room, something like that? It doesn't make any sense to me, especially when she says these 6 words. I was financially independent from Johnny. And I didn't want to concede to his. She didn't want to concede to anything he wanted to his terms.
But she was so financially independent that he paid for her and all her friends to live in his building.
Right.
I mean, how much did he spend on wine? Can anyone remember? What was it? 30,000 on wine? Does he even drink wine?
I don't know.
I think he drinks it a little bit, but it's not his go-to drink.
Not like her. What does she drink? Like 2 bottles an hour or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
How do you drink wine like that and your liver isn't like in the shits? I don't understand that.
You don't. 2 glasses and I'm paralytic.
One. Yeah. I can drink spirits, but give me 1 glass of wine and I'm
snap
all over the place.
Snap. Go straight to my head.
You're drinking the wrong stuff.
Yeah, Johnny has so much money, but he won't take care of me during this divorce. Exactly. Why does he have to take care of you during a divorce? You're financially independent from him. Yeah, there's so many questions. It boggles the mind. It really does. Okay, so I was financially independent from Johnny, and I didn't want to concede to his spoken or unspoken terms of not working. My escape was my independence. He was always trying to give me a bank card, and he got me mad because I didn't want to take it. For him, it was all about looking after my woman. It seemed to me that it was about him trying to make me dependent on him. No, look, first of all, listen, hold it. When I say as a guy, I'm looking after my woman, it's because I love her and I want her to be happy. And I know that money doesn't make all happiness in the world, but you're saying, hey, look, I don't want you to spend anything. I got you. I'll take care of you. You're my girl. You're my wife. You're my partner. You're my girlfriend. You're whatever.
Yeah.
You're not trying to say anything that you're better than that person. You're just trying to say, look, I love you.
Look,
so I don't want you spending your money.
He's an old-fashioned gentleman.
Yeah.
He's from the era where
he's an old-fashioned gentleman when men paid for everything. It's just the way it is. They held the door open and they pulled your chair out for you to sit down and all that palaver. And do you know what? I think it's awesome, personally.
Yeah, nowadays my husband pulls the chair out just before I sit down.
I mean, You know, I was raised that way by my dad. My dad was like, you know, when you date a woman, you know, treat her with respect, hold the door open, this, that, put the chair in, and pay for the date, and da da da. And you know, you try to be, and if she stops you, then she stops you. But if she doesn't, then you do it. You know. And I said, okay, you know, that's what I'll do. You know, and that's how I was raised. You know, it wasn't
the best
about
date I
control.
ever had was
It wasn't
with a
about
guy
control.
that did that all. He pulled the chair out. He waited for me to sit down before he sat down. He was so polite. He opened the door to let me into the car, you know. And he's like, oh my God, I feel like a princess. It was awesome. You know,
I mean,
don't happen very often, but it was the best date I ever had. It was a good night as well, but
I absolutely agree. You can't find them. They're not allowed to do that
I don't know.
anymore.
I don't know if I should ask this question. This is getting too. No, I'm not going to ask that question. Never mind. I'm not going to say the two letters. Anyway, okay. Anyway,
probably. I can't remember.
What words are
Oh, I
those?
just realised.
Those two letters. Was it okay?
Yes, okay.
Yes, was
yes,
it
okay.
I mean, it seems to be the theme of the stream. Those two letters. Just look at TJ's name and take off the T and put a B, and there you go. That's there you go. That's it. That's the theme of the channel, the stream.
A big joke. It's
There
a
we
big
go.
joke today.
Can I actually say who was actually an American Air Force officer? So there
I
you
agree.
go.
I agree with this comment. Totally, Sandy. I absolutely agree with this comment, Sandy. Absolutely, I love it. I love it. I have to agree. Hell, wow. Okay, Christy, how are you?
Kirsty.
Good to see you.
She does.
Yeah,
Does
listen.
it all the time.
That's what this stream is about. It's supposed to be. We're supposed to have fun. We're supposed to be serious. We're supposed to, you know, a little everything. You get a little everything. That's why we live stream. It's fun. It's fun. 31. Oh God. He took me. Okay. He once took my car without asking me. My Mustang. Explaining that he was going to get it fixed for me as a gift. Once it was gone, he insisted that his drivers and handlers take me everywhere. He had tried to insist on this before, but after he took my car, it was harder to resist. I didn't have a car for the next 3.5 years. Over time, it became obvious that this was one of the ways in which he would know about and control where I was. Go ahead, TJ.
Isn't that a lie there because she was in a car crash?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't she crash or bump into somebody in the Range Rover? She was driving the Range Rover while she didn't have, and she got a ticket or something.
Oh my God! Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Driving the Range Rover.
I'm laughing at Terry's comment. Roma said something further up, and Terry's responded to it. It's made me laugh.
Cherry. Oh, I miss cherries. Oh, I miss cherries. I don't see it.
No,
It's
it's
too
a bit further
fast.
down. You're not down there yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, baby Pop-Tart.
He's been here for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm
there you go.
listening. I'm talking and sewing.
I think he was just worried that she would drink and drive.
I think
be.
so.
Could be.
But after hearing all this thing that she's complaining about that he wanted to do for her, I definitely want to date Johnny Depp.
Could I ask you the question? I'm going to ask the panel this. Wasn't there a show, right, where Johnny and David Hurd played a prank on Amber about the car, right?
Yeah.
And the police showed up and all this stuff, and right? I mean, I don't know what she gets. Didn't drive for 3.5 years. First of all, don't actors and actresses get driven everywhere anyway? Like when we saw Johnny in Spain, right? He's in a limo. He gets driven to the hotel. Then he gets driven to the premiere. Johnny's not driving the car. Like every footage I saw was not Johnny driving. It was Johnny being driven. So does that mean that he's not in control of the situation? He's paying people good money to take him to where he's got to go. I don't see what the problem is that he's trying to treat her as I think Hen said, as a princess.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem is that he's saying, babe, I got you. Babe, don't worry about it. I got the car. The car will take you wherever you gotta go. You go, you know. I don't see how this is a bad thing, because
But
then
that was
I must be doing something bad, because I do, God knows how much I do for my wife.
Yeah.
Or God knows how much I did for my ex-girlfriends. God knows how much money I spent. Oh my God, I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on all the women I've been with. I mean, forget about it.
Well,
I
that's
could have.
not really appropriate to tell us.
Oh, it isn't. I'm sorry.
Thousands on the women that you've been with, okay?
can I
Sorry about that.
can I just say in every relationship someone is paying,
Right.
whether it's a male because they've got the most income, or the female that they've got the most income, someone's paying. And the other person's getting rewarded.
Yeah, and listen, it's sometimes I'm gonna admit that it was the opposite way. Like, I didn't drive at one point, so my girlfriend drove. So she's like, "Listen, I'm just gonna pick you up and we'll go
Yeah.
wherever." I was like, "Okay, great," because I didn't have my car yet. I was learning how to drive, so
Yeah.
she took me places. I didn't feel like that was anything bad. Like she was controlling the situation.
No.
I just felt like, "Hey, we got to go A to B. I'll come pick you up, and we'll go." Okay, great, come pick me up. I'm
You
excited.
know what the problem with his driver driving her everywhere is? She can't stop off and meet men. She can't go off and
Yeah.
do things that she wants to do without him knowing. So
She
to
can't go
her,
to-
that's probably very controlling, because she can't now do the things that she shouldn't be doing.
That's a
She
good
can't
point.
go to dodgy pool halls and have a mountain of cocaine in front of her.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right, because someone could report. Yeah, right, right,
Yeah.
right. I didn't think of that. I didn't think that.
No.
Cement Shoe says, I don't mind throwing a few dollars at a princess myself. No, none of us guys do. If we really want to date someone, listen, this is how I was raised. The guy, nowadays it's changed a little bit, but mostly, for the most part, the man asks out the woman, right? Or the man asks out the man. I don't know how that works. But for the way I was raised is, I want to meet a woman. Okay, I'm going to ask her out. And if she says yes and she's willing to go out with me, I'm the one who asked her out to date. So therefore, I'm the one who should pay for the date, Otherwise, I shouldn't ask her if I can't afford it. It's that simple. Like, I didn't ask people if I can't afford it. I didn't ask the girl. And I was like, yeah, I don't kind of have that money. But when I got to that point, I was like, okay, now I can start asking, because now I have a little bit of money in my pocket. I work part-time, I have a little job. So I'm making a little money. So, okay, I can do it now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm really old-fashioned as well. There's not a chance. I mean, I'm well past it now, but back in the day, there's not a chance I would have ever asked anybody out. I would have made it a little bit obvious.
Right.
But I wanted them to ask me out. And, it's nice when they pay and they take you to nice restaurants and pull the seat out and do that. I mean, that to me is a real date. That's respect. To be fair, they paid for the meal one day. The next time we go out, I'll be doing it.
Can you retake that off the screen?
Yes. Wow. I was like, let me see what he has to say. Ooh. I said, okay now. Hey, anyway, let's continue. Let's continue.
Oh, dear
Oh
me.
my God.
I'm safe. He sees me as a mum figure. I'm safe.
Oh my God. It just gets worse and worse. I'm making Amber's NFTs. Is anybody? Oh my God. It just gets worse. Oh my God. It even gets worse, because now the Glare, who I haven't seen in months, has come back. Oh my God. Look what he puts. Hey, Cherry, what's the movie where Johnny Depp played an act? Oh, wow. Are you trolling my channel? Are you trolling me? Oh my God. Glare is a great guy. He just comes in. If you don't know him, just check out his channel. He talks a lot about a lot of true crime. Sometimes he gets, people go after him. I feel bad, but great guy. Was an awesome guy. So check him out. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Don't miss the Glare. Check him out. You're gonna like him. Great guy. Really awesome guy. And you ladies are gonna like him too. So it's good looking. So there you go. Anyway,
Yeah,
No.
doesn't do it for me.
no.
No.
Guess it just depends on the person.
Aye.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, wait. Okay, I've totally lost what I'm doing here. Okay.
As usual.
Yeah, as usual.
It's our
Oh,
fault.
okay.
No,
here
it's
we-
our fault.
I didn't have a car for Nick. Okay, I said that. The same happened with the security guards. He insisted on me having a personal security over my protests and sent his own security guards with me who would report back to him. I'm sorry. I don't get, there's nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong with this. He's just looking out for your safety. It's not control. Oh my God, woman.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get
Again, she's picking out all the things that the real strong feminists, I hate men feminists, hate.
Yeah.
That you're not allowed to do anymore. You're not allowed to open the door for somebody. You're not allowed to pay for everything. You're not allowed to treat somebody like a princess. It's just taboo now, isn't it?
Yeah, like look,
I'm a strong, independent woman.
right, but
Hey,
like,
I'm a strong, independent woman. I still want my bloody date to pay for everything.
I agree.
I'm a princess.
If you're the
Like
one
one.
being asked out in this day and
Yeah.
age, like, okay, listen, let's say, whatever, I was single. If a woman asked me out, I mean, I'd be shocked, but I'd be like, I'd be a little confused. Like, okay, who's paying now? I'd be confused. I mean, but you know, it's a little weird. But LaRocca says the first day a nice restaurant and he pays. Yeah, it makes sense. Right? Yeah. If you're asked out, I would think that the person who asked you out on a date, no, especially in this day and age, it could go any way.
Yeah.
If it was man to man, a woman to woman, but whoever does the asking is
Does
the
the
one
paying.
who does the paying. Yes, that's how it should
You're
be.
asking somebody.
Yeah. Most dates nowadays, it's not it's more a, should we go for a drink? And
Okay,
that's,
right.
that's and you do end up going what we call go Dutch. I don't know why we
Dutch.
call it go Dutch.
Dutch, yes.
You know,
yes.
so I'd buy one round, they'd buy the next round, you know. And I've done that on several occasions. But if someone's taking me out on a proper date,
Right.
you know,
I can understand like if you're just getting together to talk and feel it out and see if it's going to work. But if you're going to a date, like, you know, hey, listen, I know this is going to work. I've been talking to you for a while. Would you want to go on a date? Now, I really want you to come. So so I want your company.
Yeah.
So if I'm asking to take your time from your life and I really want to try to be with you, I'm the one who should pay. It's just,
well, that's it.
I don't get it. I don't get
That's
none of this. She's making it seem like it's a horrible thing. Everything he's doing to me is just being a gentleman, just looking
He's an
for his safety.
old-fashioned gent.
Yeah,
He's looking after the woman he loves. What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
What is wrong with that?
I don't know.
I need to find myself an old-fashioned gent.
I might actually
just need to
consider
find
dating
myself.
if there is one. If that person exists, well, I might change my viewpoint.
Well, we know it ain't the glare, that's for sure.
No.
Oh my God.
Yep. I just need to find myself.
Roma, oh no, I don't think I should read this. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it because it sounded good. The first couple words sounded good, and then I was like, "Ooh, let me not read this one either." I got caught on that one. I got caught on that one. That one got me. Oh well. Johnny didn't like that I wanted to maintain my independence. It's not maintain. Oh God, help me. It's not maintaining your independence. It's not you being a strong woman. It's just he's his girl. He wants to treat you well. He wants to respect you. What is wrong? Oh, this society. I maybe I don't belong here anymore. I don't know. I think he saw some of this as normal behavior. It is normal behavior, you stupid ass. Oh my God, it is normal. What is wrong with it?
The thing is, I think she comes from a completely different generation. All of us here are that little bit older, yeah? A little bit older.
Right.
We're not in our 30s, yeah? Am I right there? So to us, that's normal. Maybe because she's younger and society is screwed, to her, it's not normal. I don't know. You know. But either way,
you never. Yes, I would say the word ass. Yes, but she is an ass. I'm sorry. She's a jackass. She's a dumbass. She's any stupid ass you want to think of.
Okay,
you know?
Jackass, I understand, because that is what the word ass means.
Right.
But if you're talking about a posterior, it's an arse.
An arse.
With an R and an A.
Sorry. This is
An
good.
ass is a donkey.
Johnny knew she didn't have money, and his offers to pay were to save her from looking like the gold digger we all knew she wasn't. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me try to read this paragraph. I'm having such problems here. Johnny didn't like that I wanted to maintain my independence. I think he saw some of this as normal behavior because he considers himself as an old-fashioned guy, a gentleman, he would say. He takes a lot of pride in that. And so there's nothing fucking wrong with that. And in wanting to look, I'm sorry, I get mad, and wanting to look after his woman. This was part of that. I don't think that he really respects women. Dad, you're so stupid. God, I want to choke you. I swear to God. You're pissing me off.
That's the opposite of not respecting a woman.
Oh my God, this is pissing me off. This is why I can't get through. This is why I could fly through Johnny's and everybody else's, but I can't fly through Amber's. This is why.
Because you get arsey all the time.
Listen. Yes. Look. I'm going to put this because I'm really pissed off. Listen, this is me speaking as a man, and I'm going to take the screen for 1 second. Okay.
Go.
Here, I'm an old-fashioned guy, okay? And I believe a woman is equal to a man, okay? She can work, she can drive a car, she can do whatever. There's women who have higher titles than me, there are women who make more money than me, and it has nothing to do with how I or John, and that's why I relate to Johnny so much, how I feel about a woman. We respect women, we love our women, we care for our women, we don't want her to spend our money. Why? Why? Because we want to show her we love her. In one way, there's many ways. There's lots of ways how we do. It's not just money. Money's not the only thing. Your actions speak for it. Hey, babe, can I get you some? If someone's going through a bad day, you're there for your partner. You're there for your shoulder to cry on. If they're going through troubling times, if they're depressed, if they're sad, this is what you do. You try to do as much as you can for your partner. And as a gentleman, as a man, you try to hold the. It's hard after years and years and years with somebody, but once in a while you try to remember, or you try to buy flowers, not because it's Valentine's Day or it's a special day or it's a birthday. No, you do it just because you love that person, because you think of that person, because you want them to smile. It's not about control. It's not about independence. It's just that as a man, you want to take care of the woman you're with, or your partner, your man you're with. I don't know, in this day and age, whatever it is. I'm just going to say your partner, whoever your partner is. You try to take care of your partner, and there's nothing wrong. And if it goes both ways, hey, there's nothing wrong with that either. It's not about controlling someone. It's about loving someone. And to me, Amber is entirely wrong. And I see nothing wrong here with anything that she said that Johnny has done. I'm sorry. I see absolutely zero wrong with the way he's treated her. He's just looking out for her. And instead of her being a slutty actress, what he wanted was to be
a respected actress.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, you don't have to take your clothes off for every movie you'd be appearing, darling. You know, you want to be respected, keep some clothes on. Just keep it, you know, just have a bit of dignity.
Something to the imagination.
You know, not that I have a problem with women or men taking their clothes off in movies. It's fine.
Right, it's fine.
You know, if it's part, if it's necessary to the story, yeah.
I watch like this when they take their clothes off.
Oh, I don't know. Patrick Swayze's bum in Dirty Dancing. I'm sorry, but I look.
No. Can't be doing that. It's just makes me blush. No.
I got to tell you all a funny story, and because you think we're doing X-rated and talking about all these clothes and all these scenes and all this. It was funny. Like I went to Brazil for the first time ever. It was my first day. Like I was like, wow, this is all different to me and whatever, and I don't know where I am. So my wife's like, listen, let's go to the beach. And my aunt wants to go for a walk, and I was like, all right. So the beach was gorgeous, water was beautiful, and everything. And I was pretty excited. I was like, wow, I want to check it out. I swear to God, the first thing that happens is this girl was hanging with her friends. She must have been drunk out of her mind. I don't know. And she goes like this. She has a top. And in Brazil, let me tell you, they leave almost nothing to the imagination there. Okay. There's almost nothing. It's very revealing what they wear. So she didn't care. She just went whoop, whoop. Everything was off. I was sitting there like, what the hell am I looking at here? And my wife's like, oh my God, it's not how it is. People are not like this. We're not like this in Brazil. And she's just naked, dancing. Hooray. And like, I'm just sitting there like, I'm in a new country, and this is the first thing I see. I was like, what the hell's going on? So it was, I don't know why I thought that story. It was just pretty funny to me, because that was not the first thing I would think of when if you come to New York, that's not the first thing you're going to see. That's not it. You're going to be looking at the buildings and the skyscrapers. And so I didn't expect that. It was pretty funny, but I was like, all right, well, hey, I guess it's how it is here. I have no idea. All righty then. That was experience. But, again, it's about, hence said the word perfect, respect. And that's how I try to treat everybody in this channel. That's how I try to treat everybody in my life. Like I remember when I was dating my wife, it was like, I don't know, we were just hungry real quick. We were traveling somewhere, and I was like, listen, let's just get some fast food, because I can't wait another hour to get to the friggin' restaurant. She's like, all right, let's heck with it. And then like it was the first time I grabbed fast food, because I never wanted to be a cheap guy. But whatever, we were starving. I couldn't take it anymore. So we get it, whatever. And she looks at me, and I was like, what'd I do? And she's like, I can't believe how you treat people. I was like, is it a bad thing? She's like, no, it's very respectful. Like you treat everybody, have a good day. They're giving you the food. You're telling them have a good day. Mm-hmm. You're thanking, please, thank you. This. She said, wow. It's like that how you are? I said, well, yeah, it's not doing it because you're here. And just.
Wait a minute.
What? Wait a minute. Am I wrong?
No, I didn't say I can't believe how you treat people.
What did you say?
Treat people the same way. I said one of the things that I like the most about you is that you treat everyone with the same respect, and it doesn't matter if they are the lowest considered job or the highest. You treat everybody the same way. But I do too.
Right. Oh no, I know you do.
Yeah, so I couldn't say I can't believe you do it when I myself do.
Okay. Well, you remember more than I do. That's what happens with old age. Anyway.
Your wife has an awesome accent.
They said you have an awesome accent. Yeah, she's from Brazil. She said thank you.
But yeah, no. I mean, I do the same. I would go and buy a cup of coffee from somewhere, and I say thank you. I ask how their day's been. Hey, how are you? How's the day been? How's it going? Taxi drivers. When I get out of the taxi, I normally say thank you, and I hope you have a busy day, because taxi drivers need to have a busy day.
Right. Yeah,
that's how they earn the money.
I agree.
I agree. But it's just common courtesy. Hey, how are you? I don't really necessarily want to know, but it's just.
By the way, everybody in the chat is saying hi to you. I don't know if you can hear. They said hello, Mrs. Rob. They said we know Rob's wife. They said so cute. They said one put tell him girl. Tell him girl. You tell.
I think she wears the trousers in that household.
If somebody asked if you wear the trousers in the household. Yeah, I think you do. I think you do. Yeah, I think you do. I think you do.
Let's say we share one leg to eat.
Oh, cool.
That's about fair. Yeah, there's some things you have more. There's some things I have more. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say. Okay. So let me ask you. Wait. I know you don't want to come on camera, but can you come here for what? Can I ask you a question so everybody can hear? Because I'm live. I want everybody to hear. So Amber, like we're reading Amber's statement, and she has a problem. As a woman, I'm just going to ask you: did you ever have a problem? Like I picked you up, I paid for your meal, or I hold open a door, or I got you flowers. Was that ever a problem to you?
No, of course not.
She's saying it is. She's saying that like he would do these things, and she said that like this is controlling. Is that controlling? That he wants to give her security guards. He doesn't want her to be in certain roles because they're like they're kind of trashy. They're kind of
certain roles I don't agree. Certain roles I don't agree. It's her job. She can take whatever she wants to take.
Right.
But I think it's very kind from a man and very protective, and I like that about a man that would like to pay, offer to pay, but not necessarily that's their job to do, or can people hear me?
Yeah. They can hear. Yeah. They said yes. Yeah.
Not that is their job, but I appreciate an act of kindness from a man. But some women like to do it differently. So we have to see which is.
But it's not controlling, right? You didn't find it controlling. No.
How can you be controlling a person that wants to pay
for
your meal?
That's what I was trying to. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
Keep your money for you to be independent.
I don't understand that.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Money
because
she's your own independence, so that's not.
Yeah, she's like I'm financially. She said I'm financially independent, but he considers himself to be an old-fashioned guy. Like, what is wrong with that? As a gentleman, it's just she found that a problem.
Well,
like, why would you? I don't understand
that. The
only
thing is, unless that's a problem for him, if she pays for her own meal, he can offer, but he cannot impose. That's two different things.
Okay.
So if he imposes, no, I pay the bills and I pay for the meals, that's controlling. But if he offers, no, let me do that for you. Let me pay. You're my woman, and
Oh, he said that too, and he said that she was. He said that
she says no, and he said okay, so you can.
He said, "Oh, this is my woman." Like she got offended over that. Like what? Like I don't understand. You're his girl. Why is that a problem? That she says so. But you see now. Do you understand why we're so invested in this? Why we feel that she's such a B word?
And
you know what I'm saying?
Just so everybody knows. You're my man.
Exactly. You claim each other, don't you? You claim each other.
Yes. And I don't see the problem in that. Saying, okay, you're my man, I'm your woman. Okay. Or you're my man, I'm your man. Or you're my woman, I'm your woman. Whatever the relationship is. I don't understand. It is, you know what? That's great, Lily. Yeah, it's mental. You're right.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say you're my man, but I would say my boyfriend or my husband, or
right.
It's still, but people still find that as claiming. This is my husband. Well, hang on. What's wrong with saying that? This is my girlfriend. This is my boyfriend. This is my fiance. That doesn't mean you're claiming.
Right.
That's who they are.
Yeah, that's a great point. Mandy makes a great point. She didn't have a problem with him paying for Rocky and the others. Yeah.
I want to know what she actually paid for herself. And I'm not saying that Johnny wouldn't let her pay for anything. I want to know what she would have actually wanted to pay for herself.
Yeah, that's the point. Did she actually ever say, no, I'll pay for this one?
As long as she wants to be.
True. Wait. Hold on. Say this so that everybody can hear you. I want to see what they think. Come on. Say it louder because they couldn't hear you.
Okay. So when he says you are my woman, it doesn't mean that it belongs to him. It just means that she's his how do I say?
Girlfriend?
No. He said, you are my woman.
You're my woman.
You are my woman as long as you want to be.
Right,
when
right.
you want to stop being my woman, you can. You're
Right,
free.
right.
You are not like a property that you can.
No.
You're, tied to me and you cannot escape. You can escape anytime. You are my man. But
Right.
whenever you want to leave the marriage and be somebody else's man, you're free to do it. So
Yeah.
that's the most important point. Just by me saying you're my man doesn't mean that you belong to me. You are my man right now, but whenever you want, you are free to stop being.
Yeah, I think she tried to make this like I know you don't follow the case like we do, but she said that Johnny Depp had her hostage in Australia. Yet she's saying I'm financially independent. So I said, let's say you're financially independent. You go wherever the hell you want to go.
Maybe because you paid for the bills. Maybe.
Yeah, because you pay for because you pay for the bills and stuff. She has the money to do things that she wants to do. That's
Right.
exactly right. You know.
But also saying this is my woman
Yeah.
is him declaring he doesn't want anyone else.
Yeah.
Yes, TJ, it's a great point. Yes, I agree. That's a great point. I just want to point this out. If anybody sees anything wrong with anything like this in the chat or something, please let me know, and I'll put it up there, and I'll hear your opinion, and maybe, because if any of us in this panel have missed anything with saying I'm your woman and I have security to make sure you're okay, and please don't take these roles. I think it'll tarnish your reputation. This will be the only reputation you have in Hollywood. I just think he's looking out for her, caring for her. If anybody disagrees with that, you let me know. I don't know. I think she's just stupid. I don't have an answer. Man, this is frustrating. It's really frustrating and hard for me to be on her side.
I'm just going to say you don't actually want to read the chat at the moment. It's getting a bit naughty.
Oh, that's fine. I've read some of it, so I'm just not
behave, all of you.
Like this one. Like this one. Here you go. Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. If you guys want to go that route, you go that route. If you want to, that's on to you guys. I can't control it.
I'm so glad my eyes are averted,
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I'll read a little bit more and then I really have to get going. If I was ever critical of him or did something that he perceived as a critical reaction, then he would get very upset and find ways to punish me. He would stop speaking to me, or sometimes he would disappear and there would be periods of absence, but we know why he did that. So that's both. Okay. We know why. Or he would see other women. What other? Oh, give me whatever. Other women. No, Isaac Baruch is not a woman. Paul Bettany is not another woman. Give me a break. It was really intense.
Paul Bettany's got a wife.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Well, that's the other woman.
Yeah. He was going to have a cup of tea with Paul Bettany and his wife.
Oh my God.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. Just want to say hi. It was really intense behavior. It's not intense behavior when you're yelling at somebody, chasing someone, hit them for pots and pans. No, it's not intense behavior. You're intense behavior. It was so different from what I'd experienced in a relationship before. What, you abusing your partner? I mean, seriously. A common early example is where he said he couldn't meet me one night, but then he would just turn up much later at my house anyway. I might say something like, "Oh, I thought you weren't coming." And he would get hostile and angry and say, "So you don't want me here? Then fine, I'll go." It was passive aggressive, and I had to consistently reassure him.
Or was it joking? Because if I turned up on someone's doorstep and they said, "Oh, I didn't think you were coming," I'd go, "Oh, if you don't want me, I'll go."
Right,
and it's a joke.
Right. I agree with you. Tal says, I mean, saying my man, I would be so happy that I would have a wonderful man in my life that I love, and knowing he loves me, feeling lucky to have his love. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Tal. Tal is perfect. Oh my God, Hannah. I should know better. When
He's got you a few times tonight. You just haven't spotted them.
I know. I had to be very careful.
I think being British, I wouldn't actually refer to anyone as "this is my man." I'd be
Right.
like, "This is the mug that puts up with me."
Yeah. Or this is my better half.
That's
Yeah.
yes. I couldn't set any boundaries. He would turn up at my house at any time of the day or night, both at the beginning of the relationship and later when we had lived together. Well, if you live together, he doesn't have to show up at your house, right? Because you're living together. That doesn't make any sense.
You just came home, surely.
What the? Okay, whatever. All right. He would tell me he was coming over and then he would not show up for 2 days. Other times he would text me and he would say he's on his way over or coming home. And I would either have to wait for him or race home to be there. And then he might not show up for hours, sometimes days. Yes, because if you're on location, you can't predict what's going to happen. Sometimes there could be something wrong with the plane. Sometimes the plane gets delayed. Sometimes there could be weather. Maybe you're running late. Maybe the limo service you asked to come get you or the car service or whatever, they're running late. There's a whole bunch of factors.
Context. It's
She
all
only had
down
to
to
race home. She only had to race home so that she had to get there before he realised that she was screwing someone else.
Yeah.
because she said she was at home.
Yeah. She was just trying to convince the court. Oh, okay. That's something different. Okay, she was just trying to convince the court of Thai cliche abuser trope, and then contradicts herself. She's just a liar. Yes, she is South Florida. I agree. It's amazing. Like, I can't believe I'm reading this. Okay. For example, once I'm not going to read your example. It's stupid. For example, I was over at 2, and then he came at 5. Okay, whatever. It is stupid. I'm going to skip this because this is really
He
stupid.
works on my sort of timing. I call it pagan time. You never ever you say you'll be there at a certain time, and you're always at least 20 minutes late. Everything starts late. It's just what it is. Just what it is.
This will be the last thing I read because then I'm going to hear from the panel and then I'm going to get going. Things got worse because we'll be up to Johnny's drinking and drug use. We'll do that next week. This says things got worse, although right up to the end. I always thought or hoped that it would get better. I stayed as long as I did because I really wanted to help him get better. And perhaps I thought that if I could help him overcome his addiction and substance abuse issues, then the monster, quote unquote, would go away and abuse and controlling behavior would stop. First off, okay, the reason he went back to drinking and doing drugs and whatever was because of you. He was sober. He was getting sober. But I'm going to let Hen go ahead.
I want to say something. She said that I stayed as long as I could.
Yes.
She stayed as long as he allowed.
Mm-hmm.
He went round there that night to say, I've had enough. Get out. I don't want you in my life anymore. That last encounter was him saying, I've had enough of you, woman. Get out of my life. I can't deal with you anymore. She didn't stay as long as she could. She stayed as long as he allowed.
Right. I agree. Listen, for today's reading, right? So we did from 23 to 35, which is it's just amazing that I could get that far with Amber.
It is, isn't it? Really?
It's amazing that we got that far. To me, okay, like I said earlier in my little rant I had, I just think that all he was trying to do and all Johnny tries to do, and let the private investigator video sink in. If you saw it, if you didn't see it, please go see it. The private investigator was like, Johnny, you're going to get it, right? Okay. I am. So to me, Johnny, he paid for people. He helped them when they were in legal trouble. He paid for hotel rooms when people would stay with him, like he did for Doug Stanhope, who didn't expect it. He's just a giving, caring, generous, old-fashioned human being. And if you don't see that and you believe this bullshit I read to you today from Amber Heard, something has got to be wrong with you mentally, because if you wouldn't want to be treated that, hell, I would want my wife to sometimes, I want my wife sometimes to do things for me. And I'm like, oh, babe, can you cook for me? Or can you do this for me? Because I'm just either tired or sore. My leg is hurting too much. And she does things for me. It's not controlling me. She does things because she's trying to look out what's best for my best interests. So if you see it some other way, I don't get it, man. I think this was just a load of crap, and I don't see anything controlling. I just see Johnny as a caring, generous, kind person. Everybody has their problems. Everybody has their issues. Everybody has to fight their demons. But I don't think he did anything wrong here. But I'll let the
I'm also going to say he's not only didn't only just pay for her. He was always paying for friends because he had the money to spare. He's like, I don't need all this money. I don't need all this money. You know. So let's treat us all. Let's all go out for. Let's go all go on holiday. Let's all go out for a meal. You know.
Right.
It was everyone. It wasn't just her he paid for. It was everyone that he cared about, he would pay for them because that's what he did. That's who it was.
It was him who took Rocky in originally. So it wasn't even Amber, that one. It was him because it was somebody that had nowhere to go, and he told the staff to look after her and make sure she was okay, and he was putting her up in one of the penthouses, I think, but that was him because she needed
that's a great example that you're saying through the fog about the penthouses. I didn't think like okay, so if he was such a bad person doing all this for Amber, what does that make him for about Rocky and Josh Drew and Isaac and Baroque and Liz Mars or whatever her name is? You know, is he still a bad person because he pays? Is he controlling? I mean, they're not paying for a thing for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love someone could go to me, hey, Rob, guess what? You don't have to pay for anything for 4 years. Nothing, gas, no.
Do you know what? I would hate that, though, because I would feel guilty to do that. I don't know how anyone can do that consciously for that length of time.
I mean, I think it's different if you're in a relationship with someone and they want to pay for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But just to... no, I wouldn't be able to live like that either.
No, I mean, I don't mean like now, but I mean like if I'm with my wife and she's like, listen, I got tons of money. Don't worry about it. I'll save your money, whatever you have your money, spend it on our kid or whatever. I'd be like, okay. All right.
But that's a relationship. Right. That's you and your partner. Right. If your mate said, oh, don't worry about it, I'll pay your bills for the next 5 years.
But could you
I'll
imagine,
pay you rent for the next 5 years.
Could you imagine your partner saying, I'll also take care of your friends?
Yeah.
Wow. Like that thought for me blows my mind. To know that you're gonna give my friends a place to live and you're gonna help take care of, like you're gonna pay for things, it's incredible.
Yeah. But would you if that was offered to you, would you accept that? Would you let someone pay for your home and your bills and everything else that you needed for 5 years? Would you?
If I guess it depends on the relationship we have. Okay, all right. My daughter's here.
You work with somebody.
I'm gonna let you guys finish. Go ahead.
Okay.
You work with somebody, and you're good mates with somebody in work.
Yeah.
So work is different. I think work is different. I think it has to be, for me, it would have to be a romantical.
Yes, that's it. That's what we're saying. We're not on about romantical. We're on about a mate from work offers to pay all your bills.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
you couldn't.
I couldn't. Anyway, guys, I got to get going, but real quick, just real quick.
Hello, sweetie.
I enjoyed the gift you gave me through the fog.
Oh, thank you. I am so glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, that was really, I can't believe
she's so precious to remember that as well.
That was great.
I love you, Maya.
But she said she loves you, Maya.
I love you too.
Oh.
By the way, I didn't tell that was all her. I can't believe she did that. I was like, wow, that's totally her. Totally her.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta go. Maya's here. We gotta do homework, make dinner, and stuff like that. I love you all. If you haven't subscribed to Through the Hen, how about Through the Hen? That's Through the Hen. Yeah.
Through the Hen. Yeah.
Just call me. just call me Fog. How about that? Just call me Fog.
Can I just do one quick shout out? So on my channel at the moment, we're trying to fundraise for fans to come over to the UK. Please, look, we all love Fanta and we want her over here. So please join in on that. That's what I want to shout out for.
Yeah. Anything, TJ, you want to say or through the phone?
Feel free to subscribe to my channel, but I haven't posted anything in so long.
How many have you got?
TJ, go ahead.
How many have you got, Caroline?
50.
Oh, I've got 76.
Ooh.
I actually really got 49 because one of them's my other account.
I've only got 73 because one's my husband and one's my son and one's my other son.
Yeah.
Everybody be well, be safe. It was a great stream. Thank you for coming. Thanks to the panel for coming. I had a great time and I'll see you again.
Thanks for having
Bye-bye,
us.
everyone. Thanks so much, Rob.
Love you all. Bye, everyone.
Bye.